Now, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West threatened to sue Ex-Bodyguard. Now, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have threatened their former bodyguard, Steve Stanulis, with a cease and desist letter. According to the letter, the couple is planning to sue him if he continues making statements about them in the media. This is coming after it was stated that Steve Stanulis broke a confidentiality agreement he signed with the couple when he made a series of statements in a podcast saying Kanye had a meltdown on the first day he started working for him, and also saying Kanye was one of his least favorite people to work with over the course of time. Now, the former bodyguard in the podcast also claimed that the rapper made him stand yards away from him while protecting him. According to sources, Kim and Kanye West fired Steve Stanulis in 2016 after he signed an agreement in February of the same year that prohibited him from speaking about any personal or business-related information about them. Kanye West had already also warned the former bodyguard in 2016 to avoid talking about him or his family. Steve Stanulis' publicist, Zach Tepperman, has now come out to deny that his client breached any confidentiality agreement, stating that his client went on a podcast to promote his new film and old stories that were already out there were brought up. Okay, so... So
this is another story of how people should just not talk loosely, especially when you know that your post or, the position you hold is a very sensitive one. You're a driver to someone, you're a bodyguard to someone, you're a cook to someone, you work with someone closely, and then you see what goes on in their lives, and you now think that because you're, you have access to their lives and information, you should go out and, start telling people about them. I think it's a no. So it could be, things that, were already there and people now dig this or they dug this up on or something like that. And I'm like, wow, really? So, I mean, if you are being disciplined in the first place, this will not even happen.
Yeah. If you've signed an agreement, a confidentiality agreement, not to disclose stuff, and I think it was even wise that they had that agreement signed, because this someone, as you said, that worked closely with them, so it was very wise on their part to have signed that. Now he's promoting new stuff, I guess, for his own career and stuff, and I just hope that he would even subsequently be careful. It's tempting because people know that you were their bodyguard, so of course they want to find trouble. They want to find gist.
But you know that those things are very sensitive.
Yes, they are, and that's why
you're not somebody's driver and then you're going everywhere to tell people about
the conversations you had.
Want to attack you.
Yeah, I agree with you, Honeypot, definitely. And I hope that I would definitely want to see how this goes, and if the case goes into something bigger. But I just hope for his sake that from here on out he's just very careful, because honestly, this one that you're doing promo for your film, and you're just be careful about what you say.
Yes, Abby, you want something to trend.
I feel like maybe it's for publicity. Yeah.
But see, the people you are dealing with, they're not finding it funny. Before the movie comes out, it just goes down the drain. I mean, that kind of thing. Like, no, don't play with Kim and Kanye. They are forced like this. See what the Taylor Swift thing happens. And if you like, say Kanye can be petty too. Kanye can be very, very weird, eccentric. No, don't try.
I think it's even fine if you say he's like your least favorite person to work with. I'm sure you can make that kind of comment. But to go in depth, maybe to
even that, in fact, you know that there are things
but that's a comment I can say about your personality.
Yeah, I can say it, and I can say it to people that are close to me. But you know that there are things that you would not you might be in a company and you don't really like. Okay, they say that when it is too hot for you, think the kitchen is too hot for you. Why don't you just take a leave? And then there are things that even if you don't like, so far you don't go about saying stuff,
and you've left there, you don't work with them anymore, so put it behind you. Well, fair enough, Sha.